Come to the dark side. We've got cookies. Woot! Where'd that cat go? Now she's behind me. All right. It's another episode of Woot Wednesday. This time it's 40. Or is that even? Yeah. Wait. I hate this. Trying to... 4... No. 0, 4... Yeah, something like that. Anywho, last 7 days were quite irritating. Let me fix my mic because I had to move it up to do that silly shirt shot. Because I'm a dork. Yes, I am. I wear it proudly. Anywho, yeah. Traffic. Last weekend, I took 2 days off of work for my birthday, which was last Friday, which was a complete bust. Was told my daughter was going to show up Friday, and then on Thursday night, and then waits to tell me, oh, by the way, we'll just show up Saturday, okay? And I'm just like, so I had basically just sat there and did nothing, was completely bored all birthday long. And then there were other things that happened. And then Saturday rolls around, kids come over, daughter bakes a cake, and then cooks dinner, and then she gave me the Bill and Ted trilogy set. I'm like, yes. So we watched the first one that night. Still haven't watched the third one yet. We watched the second one not too long ago. It was free on Vudu or something, and we watched that one. So I'm gonna watch the third one. I think maybe this weekend. I don't wanna watch it without the kids, so we won't do that. But yeah, I ended up getting myself Discovery Plus for my birthday, so I can binge watch Ghost Adventures and all this other stuff, and go through the list and try to find the Discovery Science programs that I used to watch a bazillion years ago when I still had cable. So I'm gonna hunt those down, and then add them to my list so I can watch them. My son decided he was gonna watch every single episode of How It's Made. He's like scrolling through looking at it, and it's just like, oh, there's like so many seasons. I'm like, yeah, they've been going for a really long time. So that'll keep him busy for a minute. Hopefully he'll stop playing a crap ton of video games and watch some stuff and get some knowledge. And then my son, he got me a waffle maker. It's sitting behind me. Haven't used it yet. And my youngest is gonna paint me a picture. Yes, paint me a picture, Claire. You didn't do it this weekend. You're gonna do it next weekend, okay? All right. Anywho, yeah, not much is going on. Yeah, had 2 days off. Wasn't long enough. Never is. For I have 4-day weekend, and it's just like I got into work tonight, and I was like, wasn't I just here? Then I don't know who it was decided to try to hide all the chairs. So I scrounged and found one. Can't. It's like petty things, just petty little things. It's ridiculous. But finally got the shelf in there to house all of the I'm not sure what you call them. They're in containers. They go in a dispenser. It's solid. Water hits it. Does the laundry. It's not soap, I don't think. Some kind of solid cleaner that's water activated. I don't know. But finally that happened, because when one of the alarms goes off on one of the units, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get over there, find the correct box that goes in the slot, and then open it. So they're now all sorted on this shelf thing. I've been I've been begging for a shelf for all that stuff for like 2 to 3 years since we went to the new system, the smaller container dispensers. They used to have these massive, huge liquid containers. Those suckers, I don't know how many gallons they were, but they were big. I never had to deal with having to change those. So I don't know how heavy they are. I'm not even sure where the heck they even stored them because it's like they were behind the machines and I never got back there. So, yeah. But yeah, now I can like just grab it, go, open it, swap it out, done. Instead of taking like 20 years having to go back into the other room, grab a pair of scissors, cut the stinking tape, and then even then the flaps were glued down and it's just like ugh. So, yay, at least that's working at work now. It's like finally, oh, hurry up and wait. You'll get it eventually. No, you won't. Let's see. Trying to think. I don't think not much else went on other than just going to work, coming home, and doing things. It's like this needs to get taken care of because it's getting on my last nerves. It's like I'm like not looking that way. I have a lot of boxes with like craft stuff and just random things just sitting in here until I can get my bedroom sorted. Because that's a disaster area. Everything is in there. I need to get in there to get everything out and gone through, toss what I don't need, repurpose stuff, or sell the rest of it on eBay or whatever. I need to get that going. Yeah, there hasn't really been a lot of anything. Let's see, played in Blender for a little while the other day. Did this falling animation thing that you'll see in tomorrow's video at the beginning of that one. Not going to spoil it, but I can tell you this. There was one tutorial from like, oh God, um, 5 years or so ago. And I tried following it, but between like version 2.6, whatever the heck it was that one was on, and now it's at 2.9, blah, blah, blah. Things didn't uh, work the same. So it's like, I was like, oh my God, why isn't this working? This sucks. So I went searching. Took forever, found another one. And it's like, oh, you need to do this, and here, apply all these modifiers all at once to all these little bits and pieces. I'm like, okay, that's great. How the hell do I do that? There was nothing in the description, nothing in the video said anything about enabling a specific plugin. And I'm like, I had to hunt for that. It's like, how do I apply all modifiers? And then it's like, oh, you can just do this and this and this, and then you find out there's a tool already built into Blender that you just enable it and poof, you get this cute little box with these buttons and stuff on it. It says apply all modifiers. This is why like some people that do tutorials just aren't thorough with it. They just expect you to know that, oh, you need to have all this, or they take it for granted that people just starting with Blender or whatever aren't going to have every single freaking add-on enabled. I don't have everything enabled. If I see something like a tutorial or something somewhere and it's like, oh, hey, that's cool. How do you do that? I'll watch it. And it's like, oh, here's a plugin or an add-on you need to enable. It's like, oh, let me go check to see if I have enabled. Nope, I don't. Okay, now I do. Especially when the ones that come with Blender aren't all enabled all at once. So yeah, that was a colossal nightmare. Getting that done, it took several hours just to get it to work right. And then finally got it all rendered out, ready to go. So, yay. I also made a new little animation that you'll see scrolling in and out, back and forth. That I did that a little pedantically, if that's a word. I make up words. Yes, I do. I have my own dictionary. Um, yeah, I was like I'd seen like these the scrolls. You know how like you watch a movie and somebody plops down a big scroll and then rolls it out. Well, there was a tutorial on how to do that. I was like, okay, that's great. Problem is, I didn't make mine that way, and I really didn't need to do all that stuff just to scroll things in and out on it. So I did extra stuff I really didn't need to. Eventually, I will get to the point where I can like actually sit down and get it to work how I want it. So I will do that soon. I'm just trying to get used to animating and all this other fun stuff in the Blender program just to like get my graphic skills back up. I mean, I have Illustrator and Photoshop, but usually I just use Illustrator for, I don't know, certain things, and then just take it into Blender, use it there. Photoshop, I take the PNGs that I render out in Blender and turn them to JPEGs. Because, well, that's what I do. Sometimes I'll use Photoshop for photo correcting, but that's been a while since I've done that, aside from those pictures I took for my website that I need to redo. But this camera isn't good, and this one over here just likes to freak out, so I can't really trust it at all, because that was just seeing that screen sit there and go back and forth between take a photo and a movie. It's like there's something wrong with the switch. I would like to get a DSLR one of these days down the road. As soon as the one I want decides that doesn't want to be 500 or more, I need a sale. But yeah, hopefully I can do that, and then I'll have an extra actual video camera that I can like do something else with if I make like a multi-camera video. I mean, I could turn this other Logitech web camera back on if I need to. It does work. Yeah, I don't have a small size, so I can't test it out at the moment. But yeah, I got it to work about 2 weeks ago, so just to test it out. See, can I have both web cameras working at the same time? And I can. So that's another thing I can do. I can, if I need to, I can put that, like if I'm doing something on the piano, I can take my tripod that's sitting over there and put it on there and like tie it down or something just to see if that would work. But who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll test it out when I have like 2 weeks off of work, which I'm going to figure out what part of June I want to do that in. I'm trying to think. I'll have to look at a calendar. But I've rambled on enough for today. I've got 2 videos now that I've got to edit. I did the part 3 of the mixing series, and before that started, Reaper decided it wanted an update. I'm like, okay, fine, let's update. And then there was like weirdness, like this little thing where the playhead is on the track. I'm like, I don't know exactly why that's there. I haven't looked at any of the release notes. When you load plugins up, it's like a totally different like picture at the bottom on my taskbar for that. So I was just like, I don't know why they changed it, unless people were getting confused between the program and the plugin being loaded, which I don't see that happening. So I don't know, unless they just decided, oh, this is boring. We've had this for like years. Let's update it. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I don't know what they do. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. It was nice and warm today. It was 60 degrees. And I heard birds. Regular birds. The little tweety birds, the little chirpy birds, not like the squawking crows that had all winter long. It's like, spring, hurry up and get here. I'm tired of being cold. I'm tired of cold. I'm tired of snow. Even though it's supposed to be a rain snow mix coming Thursday. As long as it's not another 10 inches of snow, I'll be happy. But I just hope it's not like a sheet of ice, because I don't want to play slip and slide going to and from work, because that's never fun. No matter what you're doing, driving in that is not fun. Being in it is not fun. It's just not fun, period. So I will quit rambling, because I've been rambling on for like, 15 minutes or so, give or take here and there. Uh, how was your last 7 days? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.